Libra, welcome back. And if you are new here, I love you already. Ooh, we'll just have a look at that and put it back because we're not ready yet. So this is going to be a general reading for the week coming up from the 19th to the 25th of April, or whenever you stumble across the video, it'll be valid for, your upcoming week. Spirit, what do we have for Libra? I'm going to put that back. I'm not ready for you yet, but those have been two interesting cards. What do we have for Libra in the week coming up? Spirit, what blessings, what advice can we give for Libra? And what's coming in for Libra in the week coming up? Right, let's get to it. Jeez, Libra. Something's changed for you. You've had no control over it, but something has definitely changed for you. And it looks to me like the change has been good, like very good. Because you're feeling in control at the moment. And this is a good space to be in. When you're in this control, and the card that crosses this control card is Temperance, and Temperance here is traditionally your obstacle card for the week, if you like. But Temperance is a great card to have here because it is learning from the past and taking those lessons into the future. And I have a feeling that you stepping up your game something incredibly. You're moving forward. You feel like there's accomplishment, and you've got the 9 and 10 of coins in your headspace and your heart space, and your heart space is saying, things are just feeling so abundant right now, and it feels like you're on target. It honestly feels like you're on target. So whatever's change has come in over the last couple of weeks has been good for you. And then in your immediate future, you got the Hanged Man, which really means, in this context, it's like step up your game. You may have to introduce some little differences, maybe look at things a little differently from a different angle to build on this change that's happening. So don't let it stay the same and ride on your laurels, because there's big opportunity to ride on this big change that's happening for you. So diversify, if you like. Don't just keep doing the same thing, because there are things that you can do differently that can make it even better. Yeah, and it's time for change. When the Six of Swords comes up here, it's like there's no going back. There's no going back now. And you have to plot your future path. Because of whatever's changed, you have no real choice now but to think about the way going forward. And in your, I want to call this the voice in your head card, you have the King of Coins, and the King of Coins is this big protection card. You got so many coins in this reading. It's incredible. The 9 and 10 is such a brilliant combination to have. And then you have the King, and the King is like this, being incredibly sensible about your financial affairs. So maybe that's the thing that's bothering you, that maybe you're not feeling you're on top of managing your money going forward. So if this is a venture or project that you're working on, it's running really well, but just keep an eye on the practical things in the background, like the money and the finances behind it. All right, let's head towards your outcome and see what's happening. So you have the 9 of Swords in your outcome, and then in your hopes and fears, you've got the Strength card. So perhaps this change is feeling a little overwhelming for you, Sometimes things happen and you're forced to change. But I only see good things happening. But then we've got the Nine of Swords, which looks a little bit out of place here. And the Nine of Swords is like the stress card. So perhaps in the short term, over the next couple of weeks, it's going to stress you out a bit. But you don't really have a choice, and you certainly have the strength to cope with it. Even if you don't think you have. Okay? But certainly courage and strength is going to be a theme for you over the next couple of weeks, because it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a rough ride. So let's just clarify with another 3 cards from the universe. Let's see what this Nine of Swords is about. And here we have our King of Wands. So we've got 2 kings now, and they're standing next to each other. And we've got a 10. So I think what's going to happen over the next week or so for you, Libra, is it's going to be a little tough. Okay? But you've got the King of Wands protecting you. All right? And you've got the Strength card, which means you're going to get through it. And at times you're even going to feel perhaps a little disillusioned or a little afraid of how things are going. But the universe is saying, take time to take breaks. So if it becomes a bit of a roller coaster ride, make sure you're getting your sleep in, because the Nine of Swords can mean sleepless nights as well. So whatever change is going to be happening, and it starts to feel a little bit of roller coaster-ish, and you're stressing, take time to meditate. Go walk in nature if you have to. Make sure you get to bed on time. Okay? This could be your fantasy rolling out. But it's going to be a tough, tough ride. But it's your kingdom at stake. Libra, I hope that makes sense. It's quite a interesting reading. And if it resonates with you, drop a like down if you would. And subscribe, because I'd like to see you back. And I will see you again soon.